Fallout 76 is Bethesda's attempt to take the expansive single world of Fallout and put it online into a mishmash combination of MMO and RPG. I think it's fair to say that even before the game was released, people were not happy. Fallout was a successful offline RPG, and the idea of forcing it to be online only definitely annoyed some people, myself included. And since its release, the response hasn't been terribly warm either. Bethesda are actually being sued for releasing such a low quality product. That's not a great game launch. Plus something about a bag, but that's a whole different story. However, a Fallout game is a Fallout game, and so when my girlfriend bought me a copy for my birthday, I was more than happy. So I've played it for a few hours, and here is my own review and opinion of Fallout 76, to be thrown in with the hundreds of hours of other people's opinions and to be forgotten about within a week. Enjoy! The complaint I have heard about the game most is that the lack of NPCs has left the world feeling barren and empty. And that actually hasn't been my experience. With so many holotapes and terminals around and such a large area to explore, the world has still felt fresh and fun to explore. What I did find, however, is that the world felt quiet. There is radio, but I don't listen to it all the time because with so many holotapes and announcements to listen to, it gets confusing. But without human NPCs, there are a whole lot more terminal entries to read, and they don't make noise. The game feels quiet, and whether that was intentional or not, it's a weird feeling. My biggest issue with Fallout 76 is that it went online only. I don't like to play things online. Other people smell, and PlayStation Plus subscription is expensive. However, that being said, in my few hours of gameplay, I have met 2 other users, and met is a bit of a stretch. I met them both during a public event, I tried to say hello, and they buggered off. That has honestly been my entire experience of the online element of Fallout 76, and I am okay with that. The online aspect is pointless, but not intrusive to my gameplay, which is fine, I guess. The main positive I have to say about the game, and the biggest compliment I've seen online, is that the game is stunningly beautiful. And it is. The warm autumn colours are incredible, it's so much nicer than the dark grey dimness of the older games. And the sky at night, I mean just wow. It is clear, it's gorgeous. There are times I had to stop, look around and just take it all in. The big issue I have with Fallout 76 is that by taking it online, they have needed to strip away a lot of the key Fallout elements and replace them with an element that nobody was asking for. Number 1, the lack of human NPCs. Part of Fallout's great storytelling comes from NPCs telling you tales about their life. It makes the world feel more real and populated. Having these stories exist solely as holotapes and terminal entries, it takes away from the natural feel of the world. Number 2, the perk system. It's a confusing system that took me ages to work out. I thought you could only have 1 perk card per slot, but it turns out you can have 1 perk card per number of that special slot. It's not a bad system, it's just confusing because it's so different from the previous games, and this game does nothing to explain how this one works. And number 3, VATS. A huge part of the strategy element of Fallout is gone completely. It does make it sense because it's online, it's live, but again, it didn't need to be. VATS still kind of works, but it doesn't pause the game anymore. And I'm not great at shooting games, so I used to use VATS a lot in Fallout 4. And to have it removed like this, it removes a big part of what I think makes Fallout, Fallout. Also, Bethesda seems to have a thing about not explaining their game mechanics, leaving you to figure it all out yourself. Now in simpler games, this can be fun, trying to work out the rules and the mechanics and what you can do. But this is Fallout. It's huge. There are so many new elements that the game just says, meh, you'll work it out. And I hate that it does that. The crafting system is huge and looks different to Fallout 4. And just look at these cooking options. And the only guide you are given is a holotape that basically says boiled water is better than dirty water. Thanks, that will help me a lot here. Conclusion: expectation versus reality. My expectation for Fallout 76 was not sky high, I'll be honest. With the huge complaints about an empty world and game-breaking bugs, I wasn't expecting a lot. However, my own experience has rather been like Fallout 4.2. It's had its issues, yes, with pacing and expansive emptiness, but I'm gonna keep playing it because I'm still enjoying it. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. And that is my opinion of Fallout 76. But what's your opinion? Have you played the game? Do you love it or do you hate it? Are you going to wait until there's been a few patches before you buy it, or are you just going to leave this game alone entirely? Let me know all of those opinions up in those comments. Oh, I've also set up a Ko-Fi account, by the way, so if you ever see one of my videos and you want to give me a tip, I suppose, basically buy me a cup of coffee, you can do that. Link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rob, and I will see you in another video very soon.